Yo, hey guys, can you hear me? Everything going well?
Loud
Yes,
and
mate.
clear.
Loud and clear. How you feeling after that game, mate?
Could not be happier,
Come
boys.
on.
Goodman, son, thank you. Oh my word, man. I've been saying it. It's terrible to say, but I'm very happy that Arsenal's in a really, really bad spot to not win the league, man. Woo! I was very nervous for a while there, but we played well, which is like a lot of people have been saying, which is very positive to see. I'm really happy that Van de Ven played at left back. The Spurs community has been calling for it, honestly, for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so it was great to actually see it come to fruition. I'll be curious to see if he does it again against Sheffield. I think we looked a lot more solid defensively. Until we get a designated left back that is quality, while Udogie is not in, I think that may be the best option. So yes, I know it's the first time I've probably ever felt terrible about a loss, but man, it was just sickening to watch for the past few days on my Twitter feed. All of the Arsenal legends and Arsenal fan accounts talk about, oh man, let's go Tottenham, go get it done. And I was like, oh, you're doing this for you. You're not doing this for us.
Yeah,
They're so delusional, aren't they? They're so delusional.
They are.
It's such a sickening fan base, truly.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so Jamie Carragher has tweeted about Ange Postecoglou's fury in the post-match press conference. He says, this is to do with the reaction of supporters tonight in the stadium and being asked about the team's commitment beforehand. Ange and the players did their job and should have got a draw, but what did he expect from the fans? Arsenal fans would have been exactly the same in that scenario. So yeah, I get the sense that Ange was, I think, surprised by the apathy, I guess, in the stadium towards Spurs wanting to win the game. But he's a smart, intelligent man,
guy, and he understands football.
I think there's a little bit of strategy going on here. What do you think?
Big time.
So ever since I really first started doing research on Ange Postecoglou, I came across this interview of him when he was younger. I believe he may have still been managing the Australian League,
yes,
or the Australian national team. And some reporter was just giving him the hardest time ever, and clearly was there basically to create a headline and to try and trap him into saying something he would regret. And I just remember him giving the reporter so much attitude, and it was very, very funny and entertaining to see. So that kind of gave me a capsulation of what his personality would be like to the media. I really like his style, to be honest. I mean, at times it can be brash and maybe abrasive, but he's at least honest. I mean, at least in the sense of how he feels towards the way things are. It makes sense that he may not necessarily understand why the fans feel the way that they do, but at the same time, I also think that he kind of plays into the media in that he knows that he has to say, you know, of course I want to go out and try and beat Manchester City because that's his job.
Of course, but also, you know, he's never... You know, he's a gun for hire, so of course he doesn't know the depth of feeling that myself or Amir have, having grown up, you know, in London around Arsenal fans over the last
sometimes
25 years.
In the area where the Arsenal fans are.
Exactly. So for me, I don't doubt that he's smart enough to understand this stuff, but I do feel like strategically he's thinking, this is a really good opportunity for me to lay down my marker and say, okay, fine, this time you can feel like that, but we're not going to put ourselves in a position again where we have to feel like that because we're going to be the ones challenging. And that's what I think and hope is happening.
And the thing that excites me the most about Ange, I would say, is that at least so far, based off of what we've seen, he seems like the first manager in a while that Daniel Levy and ENIC are really more willing to listen to. I would say when you come in as a manager at Tottenham, based off of my perception of it, you come in with the expectations and the understanding that you're not going to be able to go out and get the players that are 100 million pounds, you know, regularly. That's not something that you're going to be able to do often. You're going to, you know, obviously Levy loves to promote youth products or academy players rather when he can. But I think, like I had said previously, I think Ange has been seeing a lot of the backing of ENIC, and if that continues in the summer, I really do think Spurs fans have a reason to be excited for next season.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you exactly the main reason why I think we should and hopefully could be excited. is if we can stumble upon Mickey van der Ven for £40 million when all the fan base was saying, get Tapsoba, get whoever.
Right.
And actually it shows that the recruitment team and Ange signing off on those players
They were
knows better
spot
than
on.
we do.
They were spot on.
And actually, for the
Comes to
first time
VVV.
today, Dragoshin has shown us that he looks like a good fit as well.
He does.
Especially if he's able to get rhythm in games. And I think he's an absolute stylistically identical fit to Christian Romero as the right-sided centre-back. And then Vicario has proven his worth as well. And as Ange said in his pre-match press conference, like, it's been the first full season for Sarr, Udogi, Porro. So listen, the signs are there and there's enough there to be excited about. But as Amir said earlier, the idea now that we know that for certain games, Ange will then tweak it and play no striker. That's the first time I've seen Spurs not play. I don't think we've ever played a false nine in any game under Conte or Jose or anyone.
No.
And I think just this today has opened up the idea that actually Ange will evolve as we've all hoped that he will.
It's proven that he's willing to do that,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Okay,
I
mate.
think Dragusin, to you guys' point. Oh, I just wanted to say real quick.
Yes,
I think
go for it.
Dragusin did play admirably well today. I thought that he really enjoyed the challenge of playing Erling Haaland with the physical
big
presence that
time.
he had brought. You know, I had felt like he really was up for the challenge against that, and he played a lot freer today. And the last player, Barnaby, that you did not mention that we recently had signed is the kit that I'm wearing. Vicario, man, I know this guy concedes a lot, or at least a lot of goals at times, but it's more of the system, I feel like's fault than his individual performances.
100%.
He had a couple of great saves today. He is a
Yeah.
top keeper in terms of shot stopping. I think he is absolutely elite, and I think he is a keeper we can build the future.
Totally,
100%.
And I'm also already
100%.
seeing signs. Sorry, I mean, but I'm already seeing signs that Ange and his set piece boys are tweaking things to help Vicario out. So that's key.
They are. And hopefully what I'm hoping next season that Big Vic, he takes authority and control over that whole defence and he gets it into these backline that we don't concede. We don't concede. If we concede 20 or 30 less goals than we have this season, we can really push on next season.
Absolutely. I love all you guys' channels. I was just going to say, Barnaby, your
big
show
up.
is great. Amir, your show is great. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Check me out at Tip Top Tottenham. Search it anywhere. That's where you'll find my content.
Definitely.
Big
Thanks
up,
so much for
big
calling
up.
in. We'll speak to you after Sheffield United. Do go to Tip Top Tottenham. Give him a subscribe.
Have a great day. Come on, you Spurs.